Good evening. Welcome to the Must Love Yarn podcast. It is Monday.
It felt really weird not saying good morning.
I know. Didn't it? Or good afternoon.
Or good afternoon.
Years of saying good afternoon. Now we're at good evening.
Right.
It's Monday. This has become our new podcast day. And it's the 27th of September, I believe.
Yes.
It's the last Monday of September.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah, September has gone by super fast.
When this
Crazy.
airs, it'll be the 1st of October.
That's right.
Oh, right.
That's right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Because the second and third are Saturday and Sunday. We know those days.
Yes, we know
Yeah.
those days.
So say goodbye to September by the time this posts.
Yeah,
But
it's crazy.
anyway, this is generally a podcast about like yarn and knitting and spinning and sometimes the evil crochet, sewing a little bit, whatever.
Not all of us think crochet is equal.
It's not. It's okay.
Ange loves it.
It does not love me. And we are coming to you from our yarn shop in Shelburne, Vermont, Must Love Yarn, where we sell all kinds of fun things, lots of the things we talk about on the podcast. And you can find the store out on all social media as Must Love Yarn. So come check us out, follow us, see what we're up to. There's cool stuff out there.
There's lots of cool stuff
Lots of
out
cool
there.
stuff out.
Yeah.
That's also where you find all the stuff that's going on at the store. Like the big thing coming up this weekend that we're super excited about.
That's right. Right.
And I'm Angela.
I'm Jen.
And I'm Kelly.
And you can find me out on social media, Instagram and Ravelry as Junior Bird Kid.
And I am on Ravelry at, I'm trying to remember which one is which, J Arbuckle, and on Instagram as Jennifer_Arbuckle.
And I'm on Ravelry as Kelly Spins and Instagram as Kelly O Spins.
Yep. And feel free to follow us out there, though with my normal caveat, you will see other things
You will.
on the personal page. You want to see just yarn and fiber stuff? Must Love Yarn page. That's where it's at.
And if you want to see meerkats,
Oh, yeah. If you want to see meerkats, which are MIA again,
all three of them, not just the one.
the one is really MIA.
The one.
The one has not been found yet.
The other two had a nice weekend, it looked like.
The other two did get out and did some exploring, and now, so there's that. I'm a very bad stuffed animal parent, I guess, but they do have their own Instagram page, and feel free to follow them. They're our store mascot. We love meerkats. It's a thing.
We do now.
It's become a thing.
That's right. That's right.
Yay, meerkats.
Luckily, they're very cute, so that helps.
They are cute. They are cute. And I'm pretty much over the weird looks I get when I'm out in public photographing a few stuffed animals in random places. So
That's right.
it's awesome.
That's right.
I generally have my kids with me, so I think most people are like, oh, those are probably her kids. And then I'm like posing them and taking pictures, and they're like, what is that lady doing?
Wait 10 years until your kids are
I know,
no longer
right?
interested in playing with meerkats.
I know.
And then you'll get some really funny looks.
You see people doing just randomly weird things sometimes anyway. I don't
know.
even
Yeah.
really
I
think
know.
about stuff.
That's right. I'm always just
I
like, oh, interesting. Moving on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, and my kids just view it as something totally normal. Like, they don't even, just so used to it
Yeah.
that it doesn't, it's just, they were like, do you want me to hold that? Or I want to be in the picture too. Like, so
Yes.
it's,
Yeah.
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 Yes, but you didn't come here to listen to us talk about meerkats, though they are fun.
Right. All right. What have we got here?
What have we got? All kinds of things.
Ange has a finished object, I believe.
I do,
Or maybe
but
it's...
I think we've been starting with what we're wearing.
Oh, we have?
Yes,
All right.
because we're actually wearing things
We
again.
all
have
are
knitted
wearing
things on.
Because
knitted
right.
things.
It's 60 degrees outside.
I know.
That's right.
We forgot the leg.
Oh, no. Well, we have these lights, so I guess it won't matter. The last couple times the lights have gone off, like right here. And I was like, we need the leg. We're just going to bring the leg over and wave the leg.
Oh my god, that's hysterical.
Oh, that would be funny. Darn it. Next time.
Next time.
I know you guys are all dying to see what the leg
Well,
looks like.
if the light
leg has
goes
a very
out,
nice sock on it.
I will go run and get the leg and come back.
I think it's right there.
Yeah, it's...
Oh! That's it. I'm getting the leg.
That is too funny.
Oh, they're so funny.
I gotta keep talking.
No, it's in
she's
the back.
Yeah.
Oh, it's in the back.
She's resting on the back shelf here. I think she's
Yeah.
right there.
Above where the Christmas tree is stored.
Yeah,
There you are.
there she is. I say she. I guess I
know,
just
I
assumed
did
it was a
that
female
too.
leg. We don't really know what gender it is.
No.
We've made some assumptions. There she is. She's sold out.
Okay. The leg is here.
That's too funny. You can't see it on the camera, thank goodness. I can hold it.
You can set it on the floor, you still might be able to see
Right.
it.
We can just have her sort of gently resting right here. Right here in the middle. There.
If this is the part that's the preview screen, people can be like,
What is
There's
that?
a
What
leg.
is
I think
that
we
leg?
should name this episode The Leg.
The leg.
the leg.
Right. The leg has sold out. That'd be funny.
Oh my god.
Oh dear.
That's
All
really
right.
funny.
All right.
Back to our regularly scheduled program. Oh, we are bringing outtakes into the front part of the episode.
Oh, a little humor never
It's
hurt anybody.
amazing. Oh, so good. So, Cal, what are you wearing today?
I am wearing my Larch, which is my super oversized Pam Allen design that is just super cozy.
Perfect
Yeah.
for a day like this.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I just kind of threw it on because this morning it was like really chilly and
Mm-hmm.
I was feeling cold because we haven't turned the heat on in our house.
Yeah.
And so I just threw it on and it's just instant
Yeah.
like warmth.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm wearing Peasy, it's called. It's a Heidi Kermeyer pattern. Peasy. That probably didn't show up on your screens, but anyway. So I knit this a while ago, actually. I don't remember when I knit this.
Probably 2?
No, I think even longer than that, because
Really?
we were in the old store. So,
We were when you
mhm.
did that?
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
right.
Yeah. So
that
maybe
was-
3 years ago.
That was probably 3 then.
Because
yeah.
this is Legacy Fiber Arts, and it was one of their first DKs.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And it's Franny's Pansies, because it's green and purple. It looks like pansies. And Ange knit some stuff out of this as well. We did some horse trading on yarn, because I needed a little bit more than
Yep.
we had. And actually Sue dyed some extra skeins for me as well. And so,
Yep.
anyway, but it's a great little knit. It's one of those little, can't really see because the leg is in the way.
Here, let's move the leg.
It has a couple buttons, and then it has a little lace pattern, and I chose to make, I don't know, 3/4 length sleeves or whatever, long short sleeves.
Elbow length.
Right, exactly.
Nice. You can leave the leg there. It's
Yeah.
fine.
Oh, I don't know. It's making me uncomfortable.
All right.
No, I'm just kidding. It's fine.
That's funny.
Anyway, that's what I'm wearing.
Nice. I am wearing If Sun Comes. It's a Amy Christopher's DK weight shawl pattern in 2 colors, and I've had to look up the name no shorter than fewer than like 3 times. You would think I'd be able to remember that, but
Yeah.
not today, says my brain.
It's
Not
because there's no
today.
sunshine today. If it was sunny and beautiful out, you'd remember.
Yeah. But just the perfect look, like, to put on for this time of year. Just having something around the back of your neck. It's amazing how much warmer
Yeah.
you feel.
Yeah, that's true.
Almost instantly. So,
Yeah.
and then,
As I said, I was not dressed for the weather today.
Yes.
I'm a little underdressed, but
yes.
still, it's fine.
Well, I put it back on. I had court, so I had to, like, unwrap and be all court-like and then wrap back up.
Yeah,
Cold.
yeah, right. All right, so that's
Anyway.
what we're wearing.
Yeah.
What are our friends back here wearing? Or should
Oh.
we, I guess that'll be like finished object and new
It
yarn,
is kind
so-
of, but we
yeah.
can,
Yeah.
we can do both of those right now.
I'm just
So
making way.
mannequin, what you missed all of the fun shenanigans trying to dress the mannequin, because those are actually, I think, male mannequins.
It was hysterical.
I kind of broke one.
Oh, really? I missed all that. That
you
was before
did.
I
You
got here.
Before you got here.
Darn it. Did you tape record it?
No,
No.
we
And
commented.
And how old am I? Did you tape record it?
And we just roll with it because,
But neither one of you reacted, which
No,
is good.
because we just, we knew what you meant.
We knew.
Yeah, that shirt, which is a Summer Fields, it's my second Summer Fields, was not meant to go on a male mannequin. And it was a little touch and go. Apparently the sewing's okay because it didn't blow out any seams.
Oh, that's funny, because the other
Trying to
things
get-
seem to, I guess we've only put oversized sweaters on them.
Yeah, very good for sweaters, not for more fitted garments, but
Yeah.
yes,
They're a little boxy.
little boxy. Summerfield's doing okay. You can see kind of the poofy where the darts are for the female parts that aren't on the
That
male
were
mannequin.
not on the male mannequin. I guess we could have stuffed some stuff in there. But
I almost swapped it over, but I was like, all right, no, I'm gonna make this fit. So I made it fit. It's on there. You can see it, kind of.
it's all done.
It's all done. Now I can wear it.
Next spring.
Now that it's cold.
Oh, she'll wear it under a jacket
Yeah, I
or
can
something.
wear- yeah.
That would be
Yeah,
cute because you wear a
Yeah.
lot
Yeah.
of that kind of stuff.
Yeah, black
Yeah.
jacket or black sweater.
Yeah.
See, I need to knit a black sweater or this color sweater.
Ooh, that'd be fun. 'cause
Cardigan?
That would pick up the
This
little
has the right
pops.
colors in
Wouldn't
it. Yeah.
that would be awesome with that,
Oh,
wouldn't
there's
it?
the green in there too.
I know,
Ooh.
right?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
perfect, Ange.
I need
Do
more
it.
yarn,
Right.
right?
That's right.
So good. Well, I have like 2 extra patterns for bulky yarn. Added the 3 for the indigo stuff. So one of those
There you
was a
go.
cardigan.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Perfect. So
Yeah.
Perfect.
anyway,
And bulky is so fun because it knits up
So fast.
fast.
so fast.
Says the
Yeah.
woman knitting Fair Isle on size 3 needles.
Right. Yes.
Yeah. Yes.
Exactly. And our mannequin number 2 is wearing
This yarn.
that yarn. No, it's a sweater by Elray.
It's
Aisling?
Aisling.
It's called the Aisling sweater.
AISLING.
Yep.
Yep.
And we'll link to it in show notes so you can find it.
And if you buy the yarn and you want the pattern, we'll send you the pattern with the yarn too. Just
Yes.
remind us, if you shop online with us, just remind us in the comments section that you would like the free pattern. And we'll pop that right on
Yep.
your order.
Yeah.
And so this
It's
is
a really pretty pattern.
gorgeous,
Really
really pullover sweater
And that was
with
this
this
color.
yarn, this new yarn in. So we're also going to talk about this new yarn. This is Elray Elegant Tweed. It is a bulky weight yarn.
Yeah.
These are massive skeins for bulky weight. So this is 100 grams, 240 yards, and it is a true bulky. And it's 25% alpaca, 22% wool, 18% polyester, 18% acrylic, 11% silk, and 6% nylon.
A little bit of everything.
They could have also called it the kitchen sink tweed.
That's right.
It's got everything in it.
This is the best one. Sorry.
Super soft. It's
We
a
all have
little,
our favorite.
Yeah.
little fuzzy,
I like this one.
but really fun yarn. Good price point. It's $19.99 for a skein of this size. And for, most average size sweaters in a bulky, you could probably knit with like 3 or 4 skeins, a full sweater.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Depending on what you're doing and,
Yeah.
what your gauge is.
Yeah.
So really good, really fun. We just got this in stock. One of our new fall yarns.
We have all 10 colors that it comes in, and they're all in stock.
So many cool colors.
Yeah.
So this one's like on the playback screen that we're looking at, I can't tell how good the colors are picking up. But this has like flecks of orange and green and brown and red. And like this one is like a red and black kind of merle. They're really fun. Orange, like more orange and black colors with a little bit of
That one's
green.
the green.
Yeah.
Looking to see if
It's
I
really
can-
hard because the black is so intense over the top of them. That one's my favorite.
This
that
one-
one and the one in front of it. I love those two.
Yeah, and this is just sort of a really natural
I was just looking
natural-looking
up the sweater
color.
to see if I
Oh,
could
if it-
see what the...
yardage is.
Oh, there's like 100
You can
of them
find
on
the red
Ravelry.
sweater. I like this blue too. This really pretty bright blue. It's got little pops of all different kinds of colors
There
in
it
it.
is, yeah.
So we'd go with lots of stuff.
So it says 960 to 1,200 yards, depending, and it goes from small to extra large.
Okay.
So
It's 240 a skein, so it's
like four
to six.
Six.
Yeah.
Yeah, four
Or
to six
4 to
skeins.
5.
Yeah.
4 to 5, 6-ish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
So that's pretty good.
pretty reasonable for a sweater's quantity of yarn. And, again, knits up quick. What needles does that sweater recommend?
It has
Eights
eights and
and
nines.
nines.
Yeah. And the pattern is normally $6. So as Kelly said, we can send you the pattern for free.
Yep.
If you order the yarn. So that's good.
Yeah, totally. Check it out.
Yeah.
It's pretty, and considering it's a cabled pattern and that yarn is kind of fuzzy and tweedy, you see the cables quite well in
Yeah.
it.
I think it's because these little pops of the little color,
Yeah.
like it sort of somehow
And
emphasizes
it's a fairly
the cables.
bold cable pattern too. So
Yeah, it's
I
big.
love the honeycomb cable pattern.
Yeah. No, those
Yeah.
are nice.
It's so pretty.
Yeah.
It would be a really warm sweater.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Super cozy.
Mm-hmm. Right. Yeah. Perfect for this time of year.
So speaking of cozy, I have a couple more finished objects.
Of course you do.
Well, I needed a break from sweater on 4-needle, US 4 needles, and I knit a couple of hats. Apparently that's
I like this one. Pretty.
my
They're both pretty.
yeah. So I'm using, this one's using leftovers from Bigsby. So this is the same yarn, held double, in Bigsby, and this is Jennifer Lazan just released a new pattern. It's called the Sagamore Flyover Hat, meant to be knit on bulky yarn. So you could use this yarn for it, or you could do what I did, which
Mix
is
and
hold a
match.
DK and a bulky
A bulky mohair.
mohair together.
Yeah.
And we got a bunch of that coming in, so that should
good.
be in this week. The
Awesome.
Artesia.
Yeah.
Cute.
Very nice. Super cute little beanie.
Little beanie.
Yep.
So this is with the pink. And then
Just a little ball of yarn running away.
I picked up a skein of the really dark blue Providence that we have,
Mm-hmm.
and it's with the same Artesia.
I'm
Oh,
glad. I've
that
always
looks
wanted to
so
see that
wild.
together. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
nice.
It looks so different with that in there, with the
I know.
mohair, the bulky
It's
So-
mohair.
still got that same sort of white overtone, but
does.
it definitely, the other colors it picks up are really it's
So
interesting.
different,
Wow.
isn't it?
Yeah.
And this one, I don't know what happened. I
Little
thought I knit it
slouchier.
exactly the same, but it's a little slouchier, so I
It's
don't know
cute.
what's
Yeah.
going on. But
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
cute.
Nice and warm too, I'm quite sure.
super warm. Maybe I'll leave
Yeah.
this on. Super warm.
Yeah.
So the Artesia does. It's very it's mohair forward.
Yeah.
So it really
Yeah.
takes away. This is a really dark navy blue that it's paired with.
Yeah.
So yeah, isn't that cool?
That's funny.
It is.
yeah.
I'm surprised. I
Yeah.
knew the mohair would pop more,
Mhm.
but I'm surprised how much it mutes that dark blue.
Yeah.
Mhm. Totally mutes it.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Hmm. Interesting.
Super fun.
Nice pattern too. It looks like it's is it fun?
It was very
little
fun. It's like a broken rib
Yeah.
kind of pattern. If you guys follow me on Instagram, I was posting I knit it in a day.
Yeah.
So it's a very fast knit.
Yeah.
Um,
And it's funny because in the you still see the pattern even with the mohair, but obviously without the mohair,
Yeah.
the stitch definition would be
a
crisper.
lot,
Yeah.
right? Much
but it's
crisper.
still you can definitely see it. It may be hard to see on the screen, but in person you can definitely see it.
Yep. Yeah. So
Nice.
super fun. I still have quite a bit of the Artesia, so I may make a few more of these. There might be a striped one.
The whole family will have.
Everybody will
have.
have.
They'd be great
Matching
gifts
hats.
though. Like if you
Yeah.
can knit them in a day.
There's your
Yeah.
teacher gifts right there.
I know.
Yeah, that's fantastic.
I know.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Nice.
Awesome.
Yeah. So I knocked 2 hats out in the last 2 weeks.
Good for
Great.
you. That's nice.
And
Yeah.
that thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That thing. That tank top back there that maybe will get worn.
Mm-hmm. It's good to get these things done though, because for me, like they'll just go into a bag and they'll sit all winter, and I'll kind of forget about them in the spring, and maybe in August I'll be like, oh right, that.
I
should've-
know.
What's
I
in this
should've
bag?
finished
Oh,
this.
that's what's in this
Oh,
bag.
That summer project I wanted to finish.
Right. Exactly. Yes.
And
Exactly.
wear this summer. And look.
Right.
I know.
Right.
Now it can just hang in my closet. And then when I open my closet, I'll be like, oh, right, I should wear that with something.
Yeah. Yeah. It's good though. You're
Yeah.
right. You'll wear it underneath things.
I actually have a sweater that's that will match the orange
Oh, pretty.
that's in it, like a rust color.
Yeah.
That'd be pretty.
So,
Yeah.
I actually have pants, too, that are kind of that color. And the green, too. So,
Yeah.
There you go.
fun pants.
See, you're like building your wardrobe with your knitting stuff.
Fancy
That's right.
pants.
Yeah. Right. I have no finished objects.
Oh,
I'm
I have
sorry.
one.
No ranunculus. Next time.
Next time.
I have
See.
one, but it's kind of like a cheater one.
Yeah,
That's
all
all right.
I think
We
we've
allow cheating.
established the cheater ones are fine.
Right. If we've done nothing else in the 6 years since we opened the store.
Well, it was funny because I was like, oh, I really want to do some more socks for myself because I've been doing a lot of other socks for other people and whatever. And so I had this is Fiber Stash. This is her New Year's Eve
I
colorway.
wondered. I love that.
Yeah,
colorway. Yeah.
I do
Look at
too.
the
And look at the micro
striping
stripes.
you
It's
got.
awesome.
It's doing this really cool micro stripe.
That's
so
awesome.
these are cheater socks because I did them on my sock knitting machine. So I had these on it, and I had like one completely done and one like almost done, but I had to do the short rows for the toe. So I do the toes and heels on the machine, but I had to stop before I did that, and then I got an order in for sock tubes. And like, oh, I got to get these off. So I had to like crank out the toe and then get them done. So I'm like, it was motivation to get them done right.
Nice.
So now I have like this.
It's so funny. Their stripes are so cool, but there's
Yeah.
like these little tiny bits of pooling, but not really.
Yeah,
It's
a little
kind of,
bit.
yeah.
It's like a New
It's
Year's
so
Eve
pretty.
pool.
Yeah.
It is. They're fun.
I love those little stripes.
Yeah, that's
Beautiful.
amazing.
Yeah, and sometimes with
It's a little sparkle, right? There's a
yeah,
little
there's
in
just
there.
a little bit.
Yeah.
It's
Because it's New Year's Eve.
right.
Need a little
This
sparkle
is
on
so
New Year's Eve.
soft, and sometimes with some people complain about with the sock knitting machines is that the fabric can feel stiff. But her yarn base is just really, really lovely. So
Yeah.
it's a really high twist yarn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's very round. So it feels good.
Yeah.
But they're gonna be really nice and hard wearing too
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
of that roundness to the yarn.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm
Awesome.
excited to have those.
Yeah.
It
That's
counts.
great.
Totally counts.
Keep the sock orders
Well,
coming for
and
Kelly so she can finish her own projects.
So when I can start mine, I have to get them off my machine.
You should just always have a pair of yours on there, and
Right.
that way.
I know when I get another order in. Yeah.
Shoot.
But the cool thing with that is seeing how some of the yarns, like I made a sample pair for up front of one of the yarns that, we didn't have a demo sock for. And I like, Andrea's like, can you do this color? And I was like, sure. I took them home and did them that night and brought them in the next day. She's like, oh my God, that was so quick. I'm like, yeah, I had some time. So I just cranked them out. But it's nice to be able to see
Yeah.
the colors and how they work
Yeah.
up. So it's kind of fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Woohoo.
Yeah. I have that colorway at home, and as we all know, I don't love making socks. So, I don't know.
Well, it would be a really good counter color in like the yellow brick road t-shirt shirt thing.
Mm-hmm.
Sweater thing.
Yeah.
Sweater thing.
Shirt thing, sweater thing.
Shirt sweater thing.
Yes. Right. Yes, I have to finish these things.
Yes. You need more projects, Jen.
Oh my gosh. Oh, the whips they're just stacking up. Yeah, I was thinking about it the other day. I get to that point where I'm like drowning in whips.
I know.
It's fine.
I have a bunch of yarn staged where
Yes.
I'm still trying to...
My whole house is like a staging ground for yarn because I live by myself, and so I don't have to pick up in between things. So I just I have a project where I'm like organizing things, and then that just all stays right there on the table. There's always room for me to eat over here. I don't need to. Yeah. It's a problem.
Now that I have the craft
Yeah.
dungeon, it's become sort of a staging area for lots of different things.
Yeah.
Projects.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Yeah. My
Many
craft room has an
times.
antique sewing machine
Yeah.
table in it right now, so I can't get into it.
oh no.
Mainly, because the table needs work and
Yeah.
Yeah.
came out of my sister's basement. It's been stored for a while.
Yeah.
So, it's in the middle of the floor as an incentive to do the work so that it can then be put where it belongs.
Right.
But in the meantime, I'm crawling over it to get the things. Great.
I know how that goes.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it's good to have the space downstairs, I'm sure.
It's nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. I figured I would be more organized. I would know where all my stuff was. I know where all my bins of yarn are. I apparently have no idea what I have for yarn. Because every time I open one up, I'm like, oh, where did that yarn come from? I don't remember buying that. Oh, right.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, there's a lot of that. I'm always surprised at what's in my stash.
Mm-hmm.
So one would think I should do more shopping within my own stash when I want to start a project. But
Yeah, I'm pretty good during COVID, actually. And it's not like I always say my stash is in this building.
yeah,
But I have been like taking something from my stash and then being like, okay, I just need these things to finish that.
yeah.
But, so one skein at a time, I'm going through.
My problem is I come in and I see like this, and then I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, I want
These
that.
are both from my stash, actually.
Or when I was in
yeah,
covering for you, I ended up with a yarn for this
Mhm.
Bixby sweater.
yeah,
So,
Look at that.
that's what happens. But look at all this mileage I've gotten. Hats and a sweater and
yeah.
all
Yeah.
kinds of fun stuff.
It's all good. There'll be plenty of time sometime to knit.
Or not. It's just fun
This
to
last
look
couple of
at.
weeks, because it got really warm again, I didn't really feel like knitting when it was really nice those evenings. So I sort of, but now today, all I wanted to do today was like go home and knit. And of course I couldn't, but so tonight, to make up for it tonight.
There you
Thanks.
go.
Yeah. All right, that's probably it for finished objects, right?
I think
Something
so.
like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
So what are we working on?
Well, I'm continuing to work on ranunculus. We're at the point where we just need the ribbing on the bottom, and I have one sleeve down to the cuff, and so there's a little diagonal cuff here, so then I have to do the other sleeve. It took me like, despite my not knitting much, it took me like, I don't know, a couple evenings to knit this sleeve. I mean, it's so quick, so I just need, but I have been also knitting on something I can't show, so
Designing again.
right, and planning that project. So the planning always takes longer than you think it's going to. So I was kind of focused on that for the last 2 weeks. So all my promises to have this done this time were to no avail, but it'll be quick. I just it'll definitely be done for Rhinebeck also. So
Nice.
it's
Awesome.
yeah,
Awesome.
yep.
I am down to one whip.
Oh. Right. Are you sure you don't have any bags in your living room? Because that's where mine
Well,
are.
I mean, other than the blanket of calm, which is going to be
Well,
like
you are good. You
the
just like make things. I just start things.
the never-ending crocheted square blanket.
Yeah. Well, that's like a long-term project.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's like a decade.
It's meant to be an
or so.
heirloom sort of thing.
Yeah, that's a forever project.
When does Abigail go to college?
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah, she can take it with her.
I don't believe I have any. I mean, even my Ravelry page, if you look at it,
Really?
it's pretty clear to
No,
whips.
look at mine.
Which
It
is,
not
I'm
clear.
not sure what's happening
And
here.
I think there's a few that are not in there.
I'm pretty sure I feel okay.
You're right. Look at you.
I don't know what's happening.
Yeah. It's good though.
So I got the body done
Mhm.
of Illuminate.
So pretty.
Yeah. It's so
It
pretty.
does look like it's too small, but it's not. I tried it on.
Yeah. No, it's not. It's stretchy.
very
It's like
stretchy.
a
Well, yeah,
whole
and
thing.
with that mohair in there,
Yeah.
it does that. It kind of like sucks in.
Yeah.
And then when you block
Yeah.
it, it's just like.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
just it's gonna be fine. It's ready for sleeves.
Mm-hmm. You
So,
made a lot of progress. I think you did like this much.
Yeah, I did a
Right.
lot. It was in the strapey.
But just barely.
I love
Yeah.
when you get into the body, though. You
Yeah.
can just kind of cruise.
Exactly.
It's interesting too because the stripes make this pattern easier to see.
It does.
Yeah. I
It
think
does.
at the
It's a
top.
very subtle, but I like it. Something different.
Yeah.
Totally different.
Yeah.
I have the sleeves. I really want to cast something else on.
Oh, you just should blow through those sleeves. What am I saying?
No.
Do as I say.
No. I feel like there's going to be like a cast on frenzy all of a sudden.
Okay, well, I
So
must have passed that germ on to you despite the mask wearing. Because that's what happened a couple weeks ago.
I
and
know.
Let me tell you.
though
It's
of
a
course
little
I'm in another pinch. I don't know what happened to all of my US 7 tips.
Uh-oh.
Well, luckily we have some right up there in front.
It's a mystery.
So maybe there's some bags that don't have projects in them, but I bet they have needles in
I'm
them.
pretty sure there's some bags down in the bag bin that have some random parts in it of different things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I used to be good about like putting things back when I was done with the projects, but now I've got just a
Yeah.
colossal mess.
Yeah. I thought anyway, it's
Well, that's going to slow you down.
I know.
You just need something on a 9 then. You've got 9s, right?
I do. Well, this is like...
Right,
this,
there you go.
Well, this was 7s and 9s. So I did find one set of 7s because I needed it for this hat.
Oh, and you finished that hat, so now
Yeah,
you're good.
now I'm good.
And you've got
Were
the
those
right size needles
interchangeable
for these
tips?
guys, for this.
What?
Were those interchangeable tips you used?
Yep.
Perfect.
Yep. I don't know where they all are. I'm missing. And I have... Now, this is really, really fun. In my US 10s, I have a mismatched pair. So I have like a 3-inch one and a 4-inch one, like in my case, and I don't know where the other 2 are. They probably are attached to a cord somewhere.
Yeah.
That's funny.
I think some needle companies are doing that on purpose now, right? Where
Yeah,
you have a long
Addie
and a
has-
short. Someone did that.
This
just
Addie
recently.
has the sock ones. They're like
Yeah.
a 10-inch, and one
Yeah.
has the short side and one has.
This was not on
longer
purpose.
side.
That I should have 2 of each.
It probably
So
fine, right? It works.
I don't know where they are.
Yeah.
I did find one cord once that had like a 7 on one, like a 9 on the other, and I was like, I'm not sure what happened here.
I do that sometimes though, because if you're
Of stock
switching
hat.
over, it's
Yeah.
nice to have the smaller one
Yeah.
Yeah.
on the one
Yeah.
side, on the
Yeah.
left side.
It was
Yeah.
clearly some sort of like snafu that just
Yeah.
happened.
Kinda funny.
So, you never know what you're going to find in my knitting stuff these days, apparently.
Yeah.
All kinds of excitement, right? Well, I mean, I finished Elton. That was one that was just kind of hanging.
That was beautiful. That came out so well.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So, I bought a bunch of patterns.
You have the indigo sweater. You have the sweater behind you that you're going to knit. You have the...
I know. I apparently am knitting all the sweaters.
Yeah. What are you making, Kel?
The Asti
Oops.
Spumanti. Have you seen that?
No, thank God.
I
don't
think
think
it's a
anything
new Thea Clon. Let me see. I have to go
Oh,
find
yes,
it now.
look at
Yeah.
All
let
right.
me-
And meanwhile, Cal can tell
Yeah.
us this beautiful
Yeah, yeah,
thing
yeah.
that she's making.
So this is going to be a little bit of a longer story. So I am making, it was top secret, but pictures from the book just came out. So I can talk about it.
Oh, that's good.
So this is the Willipund, which is a vest from Gudrun Johnson's new book coming out in October.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
And I'm knitting a sample for Tammy at Wing and a Prayer Farm because I'm going to be helping her out at Rhinebeck, and so she wanted a sample. So this is in her yarn. So she's in the process of
pretty.
doing mini skeins. She's going to do some kits for these, which is going to be fabulous.
Yeah. This blue is so bright. It's funny. I
Yeah,
don't
isn't
remember
it
her-
lovely?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really lovely. So these are all her naturally dyed colors. So there's indigo, there's fresh indigo, there's a natural cream, and
This light green is the... Or sort
that's
of-
the fresh indigo.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So funny. Yeah, it's so sagey, sort of. Yeah.
Yeah, so this is steeked. So it's just like a little vest. I'll show you the picture of it in the book in just a second. But there are the steek panels for the arms. And then I'm not to the point. I'm almost there. I've got like 7 more rows. And then there's a steek for the neckline too.
Awesome.
So yeah, it's coming along. It's almost there. I really want to finish it this week so I can get it steeked and blocked and off to Tammy. Because I know she's got an event.
Oh, and it's a vest. Sorry, I was like, but you still got sleeves.
Yeah,
You
no,
got sleeves.
I don't have sleeves. No,
You just have like a little rib or something on the
Yeah.
edge.
So we actually have these books on order. They're not shipping for a little bit, but I think they're coming out kind of mid-October, not too long before Rhinebeck. So this is the new book, and all of the images for the patterns are up on Ravelry now.
Nice.
So there's some really, really lovely stuff, and she based a lot of the patterns on designs her mom did. So they have a very like 1970s. 60s and 70s flair to them. They're really super cute. I want to knit like everything in here. So
I've seen some posts about this book because it's it's the third book, right?
it's the third one.
Yeah.
So
Oh, there you go.
Gorgeous.
Yeah, super cute.
it's
Yeah.
really cute.
Oh, so the neck, when you
It's
steek it, it
around.
has a little
Yeah.
space around your neck.
Yeah, exactly. And then there's an I-cord edging you pick up around the arms and the neck. Oh,
Interesting.
I have to show you the other one that I absolutely want to knit in here. When I find
There's a lot
my
of
copy.
chevron. I see a
This
lot of
is-
chevrons.
There's
at
a
your
lot
page
of
and stuff.
chevrons. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
very,
Oh, that's
it's
pretty.
very cute.
It's pretty.
So, this is Tammy's copy that she loaned me so that I can make the sweater for her. But where in the heck is the one. Oh, this is the one I want to make.
Oh, that's super
that is
cute.
adorable.
Isn't that so cute?
Yeah.
A little tunic. I love it.
A little bit of
So-
stockinette to do, but it'd be worth it in the end.
Yeah. It's called Soric, which means sorrel in the Shetland dialect. So
Mm-hmm.
it's super cute.
It is.
Nice.
But
Yeah.
there's a lot of really great patterns in here, so check it out on Ravelry. And then we will have these. Tammy's going to have them too in her shop, and she's going to have the kits. So if you want to do it in a local farm yarn,
Yeah.
she'll
that's
have
great.
the kits for these.
Nice.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So it's fun, and I'm just trying to crank through it. And actually, there's a little tam hat pattern in there I'm going to do for her using these colors. And actually, it takes one more. So I have a light blue.
Ooh, that's a pretty color. Oh, that's the color. I love that color. That's what I
Yeah.
did.
Yeah, this
when
is
we had the
indigo and rhubarb.
Seasons
So-
of Vermont summer box
Yes.
2 years ago.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Or less.
So
I don't know, whenever, a year and change ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my favorite color of all that she
Yeah.
does. Yeah.
So I think it'll be really fun.
And those colors would be so pretty together,
Yeah.
those colors that you have.
Yeah, I thought
Yeah.
so. Yeah.
It's awesome.
So
Nice.
that's my
Yeah.
my current whip.
Yeah. I have one more whip that I brought with me that I started last spring, and then I sort of put it aside. I don't know what, probably to design some Seasons of Vermont thingy, but so I started the Painting Honeycombs jacket by Stephen West, which, for those that haven't seen it, is this crazy thing. So my colors are a little bit more mundane, but as most people know, I love blues and greens, and so this is the top of one of the sleeves, and you can see the colors starting to
Yeah.
shine through.
So cool.
Yeah. So there's 3 different variegated ones. These were all in my stash, believe it or not. And at first glance, you're like, they sort of hang together, but they're kind of funny. But then when you put the solid color with them, so I forget which this is. Oh, I don't remember what they all are. This is a Malabrigo, I think. This is.
Looks almost like a fiber stash. She has one.
They're all DK, so I feel I might have been really good and put my stuff in here, but probably not. So the other color that I have is this Lark from Quince. That's the peacock colorway, and then I have the peacoat. It's a theme here. And then I'm also going to use this color, which will be part of the stripe. So I think this is a dye gilpin in there. Which colorway
That
is
one's
this?
Har.
Right. So this will be the stripes on the front. And then, so anyway, there's like 6 or 7 colors that are all in here. Why am I keep forgetting what I'm doing here? So we will see. So this is my next, I'm coming back to this as soon as I finish Ranunculus and, a few
The
Seasons
secret
of Vermont.
project.
The secret project for Seasons of Vermont. I did put it in here. Look at that.
Whoa.
How good am I? Very randomly good is the answer. Yeah, so this is Arroyo in the Potion colorway. This is Mrs. Crosby's carpet bag in Hosta. And where's the mystery one? Oh, it is Kingdom Fleece and Fibers,
Okay.
Comfy DK, and Spring Day. So it's a mixture of at least regional yarns, I guess, and a few random ones thrown in as well. This one is obviously from Scotland, so but I have a lot of Scottish blood in my heritage, so anyway. As you can see, there's sort of a dark green kind of theme in my knitting these days. But anyway, I'm super excited, and it really didn't take that long to get that going. I just need to focus my brain back on it, and I think it will be fairly quick. Because it's DK weight, so it'll knit up a little bit faster. And, knitting the honeycombs is just super fun because it's, it's much faster than it looks, and it's just fun to see the colors come out to play. So,
Yes.
So that's that. That's my next focus once I get Ranunculus done and a few other little things.
Nice.
So, yeah. We'll see. Meanwhile, Opus, my Opus shawl. I got it started. It's sitting there on the table, mocking me.
Is it next to the sea glass tea?
It is next to the sea glass tea. They're both just sitting there saying, me, pick me, pick me.
Pick me next.
Yes, so the sea glass tea will probably pause because it's a summer weight
Right.
sweater.
Right.
And so I'll probably Opus might be my, knit at Rhinebeck sort of thing because it's fairly mindless and it's easy enough to knit. So we shall see. This might be a little complex to bring with me because there's 85 balls of yarn that have to come with it.
I'm pretty sure that, I've talked about like 3 or 4 different things, and I'll probably cast on like 7 other things. Because I'll get hooked on something.
You got to start out the thing with the indigo dye. So,
I know.
So you can knit with it without turning into.
I know.
Yeah.
So I have a possible upcoming project, but I don't know when it's going to actually happen. Sometime I'm hoping over the winter. Mm-hmm. So I came across this shawl pattern, and it's a Shetland shawl pattern. It's the Gibby shawl. And it's a really cool construction because you actually knit the entire outer border first, and then you pick up the stitches around and you knit in.
You decrease it in.
You decrease in. And it's cobweb lace.
Oh, of course it is.
Kelly, I will be thrilled to watch you embark on this endeavor, and I will cheer you on from the sidelines.
So it's really funny. So one of my
beautiful.
rams is actually named Gibson, and I call him Gibby. So I actually come across this. I'm like, oh, that's so cute. But the yarn. So this is an even bigger thing. This is like an heirloom project. Is not spun yet.
It's on the sheep right
now. No, it's not on the sheep. It's
sheep.
right here.
Off the sheep.
It's actually, it's washed. It's washed. It's been shorn off the sheep and it's washed. It still needs to be spun into cobweb lace. Yes. And it's from the 2 lambs that were born on my farm this spring. And they were the very first ones that were born on the farm. So I saved just a little bit. All of the fleece is actually going off to the mill this weekend and getting turned into yarn over the next month or so. So I had 2 lambs. If you don't follow me on any of the various social medias, I had 2 lambs born on the farm this year, Jensen and Juniper. And they were born in April. And so I really wanted to save even just a little bit of their fleece. And so this is Jensen's, all nice and clean. And he is very light colored. He is, his dad, their dad is Pele, which is a Wing and a Prayer Farm sheep that I got from Tammy last year. And he's really light colored. So Jensen is very, very light colored. He looks so much like his dad. And then Juniper was born chocolate brown, but the Shetlands have a graying gene, so she's actually getting lighter. And you can see that in her fleece. So the tips of it are dark, and then down where the cut edge is very light. So I think it's going to be really fun. So I'm thinking I'm going to do the border in Jensen, and then do the interior part with Juniper, because I saved a little bit more of hers than I did of his. So
are you spinning this yourself?
I'm going to spin this myself. Yeah.
Wow.
So it's going to be a labor of love.
Yeah.
Yes, indeed.
But it's going to be amazing.
Winters are long, and
they're not that long. No, I'm just kidding. I'm sorry.
I know, right?
As I said, I think it's an amazing endeavor.
Yeah, and these are their baby fleeces. They only had their lamb's fleeces once.
Yeah.
So I really wanted to save that. So I saved just a little bit, enough to hopefully.
And it's such a range of color. Maybe.
Yeah, isn't it?
Just
I know.
Kind of
so
it's amazing how much color she has in there.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
Gorgeous.
Oh, it's so soft.
So I'm going to hand process this and work on that. So that'll be quite the adventure. So I've spun lace weight before, never cobweb lace weight before.
Well, I mean, if it's a tiny bit heavier, I mean, you can.
Yeah.
You can just.
I just have to make sure I have enough yardage. That's the only thing.
You could skip a repeat. I'm just kidding.
Well,
she can't because she's not going out.
No,
she's coming in.
One of these, just.
Oh, a section.
I don't know, a border section.
It would make a lovely lace drape for one of our mannequins.
Right.
It would have a hole in the middle of it.
Right, if you don't have enough, it's like a little poncho instead of a shawl.
So I'm going to have to do some sampling. The yarn that they actually use, so this is a Jamison Smith pattern from quite a while ago.
Virginia could do this for you. She loves to knit lace shawls.
I love to knit lace.
Okay.
I really do.
Yes.
So it's actually using a 1-ply cobweb. So if I do a 1-ply, I should be able to get some really good yardage. I'll full it a little bit so that's nice and strong.
Yeah.
It'll be fun.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Ambitious. and really scary. But
Anyone
awesome.
can do it. Kelly can.
That's right. That's exactly right. Yes,
Yes.
I have nothing that could be anything like that. And that's the way it's going to be.
I mean, Kelly's processing from start to finish. I'm turning blue trying to dye yarn. So,
And my indigo vat is sitting right where it was when I first made it, and I have not dipped a thing into it yet. I've not had 1 minute to myself.
Yeah,
in the
and
last
it doesn't
few
sound like you're gonna for a little while.
No, well, no, things got better today.
Good.
One of those conferences went virtual, so the one in between, which is good.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
So it'll give you a little breather.
Yes,
Good.
A little less travel.
a little bit. Yes, also means I don't have to leave Rhinebeck early. So
Oh, good.
Yeah, right.
Oh, good.
yeah, so
Even better.
Right. right, exactly right. Yeah. All right, what else have we got? We got fun stuff happening this weekend.
Saturday and Sunday. We're calling it Wool Fest.
That's right.
We've called it so many different
It's
things.
got like 7 names.
Oh, and keep an eye on social media because I'm going to start doing vendor profiles.
It'll be Friday. You probably have seen them all.
That's right, because the podcast won't be up until Friday.
Right.
Right. But the
We
good news
hope-
is,
See, I'm
Kelly.
like so used to
I
like recording on Thursdays that it's like the next day. And
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Never mind.
So hopefully you've seen all of our vendor profiles.
Right. Hopefully, if you're paying good attention on social media, you will have seen.
Woo.
Yeah.
A lot of you that are local will know the awesome vendors that we've got coming anyway.
Yeah, Catherine
so.
from Hanson Hart stopped in yesterday.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, we had a nice little chat, and she's very excited about coming, and she has a lot of yarn to
So
bring.
if you're just popping in for the first time or haven't
Right.
caught up with us recently, we are having an in-person event this weekend, the 2nd
Tomorrow.
and 3rd. Tomorrow.
Right.
What will be tomorrow and Sunday.
Right, as it turns out, tomorrow.
Yes.
Right.
To
Right.
support some of our farmers because the Vermont Sheep and Wool Festival in-person event has been canceled. So it's the same weekend that Vermont Sheep and Wool would normally be happening. So we're having 3 vendors on Saturday, 3 different vendors on Sunday. It's going to be outside from 10 to 2. Yes,
Rain or
the
shine.
store will be open at 10 a.m. on Sunday. So different hours. If you're around, come out, support these vendors. It's been a rough couple of years for them with the lack of festivals, and we really want to show them some love.
Yeah, so we have Fiber Stash, Junction Fiber Mill, and
Bobolink.
on Saturday. And then on Sunday, it's Kingdom Fleece and Fiber and
Hands and Heart.
Hanson Hart and Dillner Hillside
Yep.
Farm.
Yep.
Yeah, so a nice range of dyers and farms and both.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
Yeah. And I heard a rumor there might
just
be
gonna say,
cider donuts.
donuts. Anne's just in charge of donuts, so
If
I'm working
Jen
on it.
and I don't buy them all out first.
right.
I
That's
was
right.
trying to figure out how many I needed, and I was like, oh, maybe a dozen bags. I was like, maybe 2 dozen. 2 dozen's not too many bags for Saturday.
Yeah, no, right. Yeah, that's probably good. Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
I can adjust for Sunday. If we need more, I can get more, and if we don't, we don't. But
I'll
anyway,
have to buy a bag just for Bob.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Yes. It's that time
maybe
of year.
3 dozen. No, I'll tell our guy, we need as many as you can make, but up to this amount, and then we'll just see what he brings.
That's fine,
So.
Jim. Yeah.
Yeah.
First come, first serve. You heard it here first.
Donuts. Hopefully, my guy comes through,
It's
and you
gonna
don't
be a
show
little
up looking for donuts, and I have
Of the
nothing.
fall festival.
Right.
Because that could also happen.
Right. Right. Yes. That's true. Yeah. It's good. It's exciting to have something to look forward to. And I
I
actually,
know. It's gonna be so fun.
yeah.
Because I was so looking forward to Vermont Sheep and Wool. It's like
Yeah.
my favorite little festival, and
I know.
I was so bummed when it was canceled. But I think this is gonna give us like a little
Yeah.
taste
Little
of that,
taste.
and it'll
Yeah.
be really fun.
they are doing something virtual. And actually today I
Yep.
just saw they had a list of like all the pop-up
Yep.
events that are
Yeah.
happening. We
Yeah.
were on there in case
Yeah.
Yep.
other people saw it there. So
Yeah, super
it's for
exciting.
true, for real.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just a couple housekeeping things about the event. We are requiring masks even outside, just
Yeah.
to make sure everybody can stay safe.
Like if you're way over by your car, you don't have to wear your mask. But if you're
Yeah.
over by where the vendors are,
Right.
we do want people to wear masks.
Yep.
Just to be on the safe side.
We require masks in the store, so if you're coming, we need one anyway. And there will be a portable restroom.
Anne just thought of everything. We've got you covered.
I might be more excited about the portable restroom than I am about anything else, but whatever.
She is.
And did you know they call them that now?
Portable
Like if
restroom.
you
I think
go
they've
up-
always called them that.
Oh really?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
That's the
Portalette, porta potty,
That's
portable
the-
restroom.
that's the
the
technical
official
technical term.
It's kind of like Kleenex and tissues.
That's
Right.
true.
Portable
Right,
restroom
that's
is
true.
the.
Guess who's never
Facial
had to order
tissues.
a portable restroom before? It was very laid back. The guy was just like, "Where does it need to go?" All right. Well, we'll just bill you. I was like, "Well, do you want a credit card?" He's like, "Oh, I suppose if you want one." I was like, "Oh my God, where am I calling?"
right. I don't really
Very
want to give you my
relaxed
credit
about the
card.
whole thing.
Right. Yeah, that's funny. You would think he would want.
They
to be
didn't
paid.
give a crap.
Oh my goodness.
I kept it clean, okay? I
Right.
could have said something
We
else
had-
that Ange would have had to baw out.
Beep.
We.
I'm gonna give
we
her
did
the-
have some discussion
the
on
bar.
Saturday.
Yes, I need the bar.
Yeah.
Yeah, I need the bar.
We did have some conversation at our little planning meeting on Saturday that was probably not allowed to be repeated here.
Yeah.
It's quite a bit of discussion about the portable restroom. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's even worse at 6:30 on a Monday night because we're
Yes.
all just like,
Yes, that's true.
A little punchy.
Yes,
But-
that's right.
Anyway, so
Yes.
very exciting. Come check us out.
Yeah.
Come take a picture with our portable restroom. I don't know.
That's up to you. You don't have to.
shall we create a hashtag? I don't give a crap.
MLY. I don't give a crap.
Oh my goodness.
See what happens?
Yes.
Any portable restroom will do. Doesn't have to be the one at MLY if you're not here local to us. Come play our game.
That's right. Are we giving prizes for that?
We might.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay. Can't wait to see where that goes.
That's where the meerkat started.
Jen,
That's all I
you've
have
been
to
missing
say.
out on
I
all
know.
of this really fun
This-
Ange and Kelly
Awesome
Yes.
humor.
energy.
Right.
This is how the meerkat started, and look at
Exactly
now I'm
right.
taking pictures with stuffed animals.
Pretty soon, Ange doesn't realize this yet. She's going to have a portable restroom that lives at her house.
Okay, I'm gonna draw the line at setting up an Instagram account for portable restroom.
I think that's probably a good idea. I'm pretty sure we could get you a keychain that has a little portable restroom.
Probably.
That would be funny. Christmas is coming.
Pocket portable restroom.
That's right, a little card for everybody. I think a package of tissue might be more appropriate.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. All right. I don't know. That
Moving right along.
escalated quickly.
Yes. Right. Other than that, I think it's the same. I'm going to move us along. I think the only other events, well, I mean, we have a bunch of stuff that we talked about on Saturday, and we've been talking about for a little while, actually, that we have planned for a little bit later, so I think we'll wait to talk about some of that. But there is definitely stuff.
Little teas
yeah,
are coming
really
for
fun
later
stuff.
in November and
Yeah.
into December. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
If you're
Fun
looking
stuff.
to get out of the house this winter for just a fun little,
Series of things.
yeah.
Because it's not just one thing, it's several things.
many things.
Yeah. So
Going
it's
big.
exciting.
Yeah.
We thought we would get through this weekend first and
Yeah.
inundate you with things about this weekend, and then we will inundate you with things about the other things that are coming.
Exactly.
I think I use things a little too often in that sentence, but
We all have
Yeah.
our catchphrases.
that's right. Things. Yes. So that's
Yep.
good stuff. What else?
Yeah.
And I think we're all going to be at Rhinebeck.
Yeah.
We'll be at India Untangled with Woolens and Nosh. Very excited about that.
Yeah.
That'll be fun.
I'm excited
Super
about
fun.
the Nosh part as well. I think there might be some Nosh.
I've heard. There might
The
be
Woolens
not.
are really lovely as well, though.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and you're going to be helping Tammy all
Yep.
weekend.
I'm going to be at Wing and a Prayer booth helping Tammy out. So
Nice.
Mm-hmm. So
Yep.
make sure you stop by and see us all.
I'll be easy to find.
And
Yeah.
for all of you that have seen our social media posts, we have a new store manager that's coming on
Absolutely.
board. We're
Yes.
really excited about that as well.
She started on Saturday technically, but really tomorrow.
Yes.
Right. Or if you're watching this on Friday, she started Tuesday.
Right. Right. Yeah, it's a little confusing. Right.
I always think about it like, because we watch Jeopardy at home and they
Right.
like film 5 shows in one day and
Yeah.
they have to like plan for like, oh, and tomorrow's Halloween, and, you know,
Right.
and so it's kind of like
true.
It's
Yeah.
kind of funny.
Yeah.
Except we're way worse at it than Jeopardy.
Clearly. Yes, we are.
Yeah, but y'all know that about us anyway, so, and how we get off on these weird tangents,
Yes.
and, yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Sorry, I'm still thinking about pork.
I knew you were.
How much time have we put into this?
A
so
lot.
far?
A lot.
Just looking
Way
at the
more
clock.
than we should.
Yes.
Ugh.
The good news is we'll be done with this topic by the weekend.
Maybe. Who knows?
Ange and I are going to look at each other, though, and it'll start.
We'll take some pictures for those that can't be here so
Yes.
that they know what the portable restroom looks like.
It's very important.
Hopefully it's going to be blue. We're not sure yet.
I would suspect so.
Probably.
Some of them are
Usually
red.
It's
Yeah.
kind of like the universal, like,
Yeah.
porta potty here.
Yeah,
Oh, portable restroom, sorry.
Yes.
that's right. We don't know what the brand name is of the portable restroom quite yet. So,
Right.
Oh.
You
Which
know, they all-
company it's
yeah,
coming from?
which company?
Oh, I know which company it's coming from.
But is it going to be a portalette or a
Or a
porta
porta
potty or a
Oh, that I don't know.
porta
Yeah.
john
I have
or
no idea.
Yes, there's a wide group of choices there,
no idea.
Ange.
I don't know.
the manufacturer, not the actual,
Right.
you know.
That I don't know. It's coming on a truck. That's all I know.
And it will be leaving on a truck
Mm-hmm. Yes, it will.
after the weekend.
Bye-bye.
Yes. Right.
So, yeah.
Let's see. Same knit-alongs.
Yeah.
Warmth with wool,
Yep.
as we have done before. So I did.
And Jen unilaterally extended the sweater palooza, so
Sure.
it's
Right.
going
Excellent.
through the end of November now.
I think everything's going through the end of November
Yeah.
now, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And
I did get pages up on Ravelry, and I feel very proud of myself. They were only like a week late from the
Yeah.
last podcast,
You know.
but they're up. And
Start
people
posting.
are posting. Somebody knit a sweater dress. So if you
Oh,
haven't
really?
seen
I'll
that,
have
to
will we
go
allow
look.
whips?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you haven't seen
Like,
that,
wow. Right.
In a week.
That's awesome.
go take a look at the Ravelry group to see the gorgeous sweater dress.
Yeah. I can't wait to dig
Beautiful.
into that.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah. And the warmth with wool thing, I mentioned it to my office as we discussed, and
Nice.
I have 20 some odd people across our company signed up to learn to knit and make things for their local places.
Amazing.
So I'm a little concerned about that, but it will be fine.
It'll be
Sure,
fine.
it'll be fine. Yeah,
It'll be fine. I can send them some blue yarn if you want.
I think we're gonna start with things that don't scare them off of knitting.
My hands are turning blue.
Right. What kind of crazy craft is this? Right. Yes. So. Yeah. So
Good.
to sort that out. That's
Amazing.
another thing to sort out this week, but it's fine.
Good, good.
It'll be good. Yeah, and I'm excited, and they seem excited. Little do they know what they're getting themselves into.
All fun.
Last time I did it with just my local people in my local office, and I think we have 2 at least out of the 10 or 12 people we had, 2 solid knitters who are like still knitting.
Nice.
So, and we have a new young woman that we hired at the beginning of the summer, and as it turns out, she's an expert knitter, and she's been into the store several times. Little did we know. Little did I know till this came up.
Amazing.
So, yeah, it's good.
Awesome.
Yeah.
We have a
it's exciting.
whole lineup of classes.
We do. Yeah.
Tons of classes. Check them out.
Yeah.
We're adding new classes all the time. Our new store manager has class teaching experience. Like our Andrea, who's here all the time, is gotten really excited and put together a bunch of new classes, and is teaching a bunch of those. So there's some cool new stuff coming.
Yeah, and Kelly's going to be teaching
Kelly's
some
teaching
as well.
some classes.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm doing a steeking one.
Steeking class.
right. You'll have to video a little bit of that just to add to your
Right,
steeking,
I know.
steeking video repertoire. Right. Yeah, we have, I think, a little bit of everything. Like, we've got Learn to Knit, we've got technique classes, we have crochet, we have...
Was it a
Like-
color class or how to read a pattern class? Like just some cool stuff.
Yeah, and a couple of shorter one-off Thursday evenings, I think, and maybe just in September, a little bit until
They're every
October.
third Thursday.
Yeah. Oh, right. So September, October, November. Yeah. So check those out. Yeah, it's good. So anyway, lots of things for people to choose from.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And as always, if there's something you're interested in and you don't see it there, which I would find hard to imagine, truthfully, because we have so many stories. Yeah, but let us know for sure, because we're always happy to. If you have a question or you want to learn something, someone else does too. So that's pretty much how that works generally.
Yep.
So brioche. I'm doing brioche.
Yeah, I feel like we have like literally just about everything up there. So it's great.
Stuff.
Yeah, it's really good. Yeah.
Exciting.
Yeah. Yeah, it's good.
So, and of course, if you follow us on social media, you also do know that Kelly's going to be stepping away. Have you seen her cute sheep? Oh my God. She wants to go spend all of her time with the sheep, and who can blame her?
Right. That's right. I think it's mostly, well, it's the newsletter mostly.
Yes.
So if you don't get our newsletter, we don't do a lot of them, although we might be doing it once or twice a month.
Yeah.
We did talk about it there.
Yeah.
Did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
but it's all good.
It's good.
We're so excited for Kelly.
She's still going to be teaching classes.
Yeah.
She's
I'm going to
still
be
gonna
around. They can't get rid of me.
No, we don't want to get rid of you.
Now we're just going to get her into vent.
Right. Don't give away the secrets.
We're
saving that.
No.
Don't give away the secret.
Yes. Oh, I gave it away.
You gave it away, not me.
Sorry. No secrets here.
Mine was cryptid, and yours was like, well, don't tell them that she's coming into vent.
Oh, right.
God.
It's definitely Monday evening. I've run out of my
Well, so
filters.
stay tuned, because at some point Kelly's going to come vent at the store with her cute sheep yarn.
We won't tell you when yet. No, that'll be the secret.
That's the surprise.
You don't get to know when. You just have to guess.
Just guess.
That's right. That's right.
It's a surprise.
That's right. Right.
We'll tell you on the Monday before the Friday, which it airs the following weekend for the
Exactly
podcast.
right. That's exactly right. Right. Right.
Oh my God.
So there are some transitions happening here at the store, but all for happy and exciting reasons. And we're really happy for Kelly, and we're so glad.
Yeah.
And she's not going anywhere.
Luckily, she lives half a mile from me, so I know where she is.
I know.
You guys will see me around. You'll see me
Yes.
around.
I drive past your house every time I go to my sister's house. So, yeah. Yeah, it's all
And if they need a guest host for the podcast, I'm able and
Absolutely.
willing.
I think you'll be coming to visit us on the podcast
Yeah.
quite a bit.
I think so.
Yes.
Yeah. But,
Yes.
you know.
'Cause you'll have so many interesting things to talk about.
I know. Well,
Maybe at some point I will have a Gibby Shawl.
I was going to say, we have to,
regardless.
document the Gibby Shawl process. So,
I think we could do the podcast at your farm once or twice.
That would be fun.
that would be fun.
With
That would
little
be really
sheepsters.
fun. Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
We
Next
wouldn't even have to
spring
talk much.
when
We
the
just have to hold up the sheep.
bouncing around in the
Right,
background.
exactly. The little lambers. Yeah.
The babies are so fun. So I have 6 lambs that were born this year. So 2 of them were born on the farm, but the rest of them were ones that I got from other farms. So I've got 6 of them.
Oh, wow.
They're hilarious. As soon as the weather turned cold the last few weeks, they have been bouncing around. It was really funny. So I've had this great blue heron that's been in one of my pastures, and it's in the pasture between my ewes and my lambs. And so the lambs have been staring at it from by where the barn is. And then they decided they really wanted to go out and graze. So they were creeping out. It looked like they were tiptoeing out to the pasture. It was so funny. And the heron was watching them, just kind of watching. And they're walking really, really slowly. And then they got out to the end where it kind of opens up more. And they're looking at it and just looking at it and I don't know if we should graze. They're really hysterical. It's been really funny. Yeah.
Yeah. They're so
They're super. The lambs too, this batch of lambs, every single one of them is so friendly. They just all come and want to sit on your lap and get snuggles.
Oh.
They're really cute. Yeah.
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 I think maybe that's because their owner is good at training them to be sweet.
They're fun. They're a lot of fun. They, if you have a really bad day, you just go out to the barn and you sit with them for, doesn't matter how long, and you just forget everything. So it's, they're fantastic.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Right, and you have so many great things on your list of things to do for the farm, so it's so exciting to, exciting to
I know. I've
listen in.
been planning for breeding season. I've been pulling out all of my pedigrees and everything and looking at those and getting ready for that. So.
Is it one of those scary walls in your house where there's like all these things in string that ties them all together?
That would be, that I should do. Yeah, I could do that.
Kelly doesn't have a murder wall. She's got a breeding wall.
Call it what you want.
Yeah, but that'll be a little bit later in the year, so like
Yes.
into November, early December, because we want like April and May babies, just because it stays so darn cold here for so long. So
Yeah, it's funny. Every now and then you see like a fall lamb.
Mm-hmm.
Cece just had one I saw, and another podcast I watch, Fleece and Harmony, is a farm in Prince Edward Island, and they have a mill. They're a mill and a farm, and they have their own little store. But it's a great podcast. But last year they had fall lambs, which they were not anticipating.
Oh,
yeah. But they actually said, it was nice. It was, they weren't out in the mud, and the spring weather is unpredictable. So, and they came like late summer, so it was really warm for a while. So they were fully ready to go by the time it got really cold. But anyway, so it's entertaining to say the least.
Nice.
We got all of our hay put up in the hayloft, and they're funny. A lot of the sheep are just so picky about the hay that they won't eat a lot of the first cut. They waste a lot of the first cut. So this year I bought all second cut for them. The babies, they haven't had hay before, so I put some of the second cut in their feeders because it was rainy today, so they don't really like going out in the rain, and they were shorn a few weeks ago, so their fleeces are short. So they've been eating the second cut. They're like, this is the best stuff ever. So now when I go out at night to do evening chores, they start bawing and their mouths are full of hay, and they're like these muffled baws. They're like, whoa. It's hysterical because I'm like, you guys don't baw with your mouths full. It's really funny.
Yes, that is funny. Yes, but you're spoiling them, Cal.
I know.
They might have to eat some third cut even at some point. Yeah. Interesting. Yeah. Well, it's awesome. So it's exciting.
It's really fun. It is. So, and it's fun being able to share it with everybody too. So
yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. Well, and we will continue to share it. So it'll be good.
Yeah. Awesome.
Yeah. All right. It might be time for me to go home and have some dinner.
I was just thinking the same thing. I could just kind of feel like...
I know, it's so
we wasted
dark
all
now,
our energy
too.
on that portable restroom.
You had to bring that back up, didn't you?
I thought we should end on that note.
Absolutely. Well, on that note, happy crafting from wherever you are, even if it's in a portable restroom.
Let's hope not.
Right. Please step outside. Oh, boy.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. See you guys
Bye.
soon. Bye.
Good night.
So keep it clean, folks.
All right. When are we not clean?
Well,
On occasion.
you're fine.
Uh-oh.
I'm the one that has verbal challenges.
I have a potty mouth sometimes. It stopped when my niece was born, kind of. And I haven't been on a construction site for a while. That helps, too. Construction site is the worst.
Yeah. Oh, goodness. We have to get all real cozy. All real cozy
right.
up in here.
Right. Definitely is all green over here.
There's a lot of... And if I add this over here, then we've got... It's like a
All the blue greens.
green
This is a
everything.
big mess of something. Maybe that's why I put this project down. Couldn't
You're
make
like,
my way
what
through
is
the
happening here?
yarn barf. All right. Okay.
Fun. I'm not sure that I have anything to actually knit on.
Well, I could knit on this.
I'm on an easy round of the sweater, so I can.
Pretty. I like the bottom. It's got stripes on it. Or is that just
It's
the
just
yarn?
the yarn.
Oh.
It's kind of
It's funny how it looks so regular. The
it's
stripes
indigo.
look like they're
I know,
intentional.
isn't it?
Mm-hmm. Soft.
Nice.
Yeah.
I've got the steek panels on, so I'm making progress
Mm-hmm.
for the arms. Then there's a steek panel for the neckline too.
Oh. Lots of cutting.
Lots of sticking. Sticking's excited. Of course, I saw this yarn when I was here this weekend, and I was like, what can I make out of that? And I was like, stop it! You've got so much yarn in your stash.
This one's like Halloween.
I know.
Very Halloween.
It was this one.
Oh, really?
With the
I like
red.
the blue one in the front.
Yeah, the one with the red I really like. I like the light one too.
I like that one too.
Yeah, this one's nice.
Yeah.
Lots of nice choices.
I like
here.
the
Oh, look,
green.
here's the green one.
Green's pretty.
Cannot touch that. No more green. Huh. Lots of good colors.
Bright blue is really nice too.
Yeah.
It's really bright. Yeah. It's pretty.
Soft.
I feel like maybe one of these should be one of those other sweaters that I was eyeballing for the indigo dyed yarn, because it's going to turn me into a Smurf.
It very well could after that last podcast. You're going to have to wear like skinny latex gloves to knit it.
It's ridiculous. Even like when I wear it, it could happen.
Yeah, no white shirts under that sweater.
Oh, I mean, I was just doing this with
She
the
held it like for
skein,
3.5 seconds.
and my hands were like blue.
And I picked it up and I was
handed
like,
it over to Jen,
and I
and
was
she
like,
was doing a little bit, and like maybe like just a little bit. Like both my hands were like blue.
So it's totally in your chemistry. Wow.
huh.
Yeah.
Trying to think of what you have to add to your diet to fix that. Like, what's the opposite of what's the fixer for?
So does that mean my
Natural
skin is
good.
acidic? No. Basic? I'm a
I don't
basic
know.
bee.
I'm not good at this. I don't think that's a very nice thing to say about yourself.
Did Christy make that yarn about me? No.
Right. I don't think so.
I don't think so either.
Yes.
Because if you set the dye, you put
Vinegar, which is
vinegar,
acidic,
which is
right?
an acid.
Well, if it's an acid dyed yarn, yeah.
It's an indigo dyed yarn.
Yeah.
So,
But even so, even
but even the directions for
citric
that
stuff
say,
is acid, right?
yeah.
So I know, Tammy, I don't know if she told you in your dyeing class or not, but to kind of help things when you get all done is to do a water bath with peroxide in it.
Yeah.
She told you that too.
Yeah,
And
I did that. Maybe I should try it again.
I thought you said though that you rinsed it,
Yeah, it was
and it was
clear.
completely clear.
It was rinsing clear.
And also there was the thing you had whenever that was a few years ago.
Yeah, with that other yarn, that
Yeah.
Ushida yarn, that was doing the same thing.
Yeah.
Because it rinsed clear too. Except for when I was touching
Conundrum.
it.
Huh. That's so funny.
It's your special touch. Hannah.
Magic. I have magic fingers.
I can
Oh.
pull the color out of your yarn.
That's right. All the dye just wants to be there. Right.
What's your superpower?
Yeah. I'm not sure I figured that out yet.
Yeah, I could do without that superpower.
I know, it's not very
that's a
helpful.
bummer.
It's kind of
No.
annoying.
No, well, because it's going to make it challenging to, like, use any of that yarn.
Yeah.
Maybe.
You might email Tammy and see if she has any other
Any other
wild
suggestions?
thoughts. Yeah. And the yarn itself is wool, right? I mean, it's just all wool, 100% wool.
One,
Doesn't really matter, I guess.
yeah, one's 100% wool. The bulkier is 100% wool. The other one's a wool silk blend.
Oh, they both did it, that's right.
They were both doing it. In fact, the wool silk blend was the one that I was handling a bunch that I had last week. That they were both doing it. I ended up with Smurf hands by the end of the podcast.
But you don't have it, it doesn't happen, I mean, we're making fun, but it doesn't really happen all that often, right? Like with other indie dyers or whatever.
No.
Yeah. Just random.
No, it seems to be that type of color though.
Yeah, the
Because
blues.
the blue greens, because that
Hmm.
Ushida was like a really dark green teal.
So maybe it is some sort of weird chemical.
Yeah, with that particular color. Because I mean, I knit all
You've got
kinds
an
of
affinity for
stuff.
blue, Ange.
Well, yeah, I guess I want to be a Smurf.
Right.
It has an affinity for her, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's funny.
It's wild.
Yeah.
So not to belabor the weather, because we haven't talked about it yet, but my goodness, what is going on today?
I know. It's so weird out
very
there.
fall.
But it will wash right out. It won't stain. Like if I go in the bathroom and I wash with soap and water, it comes right off my hands. So, I don't know. Whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what it's doing out there. It's cold.
I went for my walk, and it felt like it did every single day last week, where it turned 70-something in the afternoon. Mm-hmm. I felt like, oh, okay, it's just going to do that, because, of course, I didn't really look at the weather forecast, which apparently had predicted the rainy and freezing cold weather that we're having today. Yeah. Did not dress for this morning.
Yeah. And it's been hovering right around 60 all day.
My house was going to be nice and chilly, because I left the door
does
open.
feel colder, but...
Yeah.
Because it's damp, because it's raining.
Yeah.
I wonder if the heat got turned on in my house today.
I'm pretty sure my heat turned itself on, because I left the door to the porch open.
Ooh.
Well, because,
my spouse works from home.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, right.
Yep.
True. You have your own thermometer controller.
That would be nice, though, because it was feeling a little chilly last night.
Oh, you haven't turned... My heat is on whatever. It's set to come on at 60 or something, so...
No, it's turned... We turn it off in the summer. It's off.
I can't.
All the way off.
Yeah, I can't, because mine is tied to my hot water.
Oh.
So, yeah, mine is too.
Yeah.
Turning it down to 60 doesn't affect the temperature of the water, but it does. But it has to stay on.
That's what I do. I think we turn ours down somewhere between 55 and 60 for the summer. And it doesn't come on.
We had both. We have a hot water heater, electric hot water heater, and then we can run hot water through our furnace. And it doesn't pull hot enough up to the second floor. So it's like not hot.
Yeah.
Like for showers and stuff. And we tried it for a while and I was like, no, we've got to go back to the electric hot water heater because I'm sorry, I'm not taking a lukewarm shower in the middle of the winter. So can we turn the electric hot water heater back on? So we please. So we use that for hot water, so we don't need the furnace.
Yeah, I have a new hot water heater from a year or so ago in the middle of COVID, but it's like still a tank within a tank thing. Whatever. It's warm, which is the important thing.
Yeah, that's what I needed, hot water.
And now it's consistently warm instead of before the hot water tank started to fail, where it was like very hot, not so hot.
It was a surprise.
Never quite knew what was going to come out. And in retrospect, I should have thought to myself, something's happening with the hot water heater. But I did not. And lo and behold, one day I was like, what's that dripping sound?
Oh, no.
Yeah, luckily it dripped into the basement, which is not a habitable space anyways. So anyway, it was just fine, but it did take me several days to notice that it was leaking. Yeah, it was fine. Yeah. And then, of course, 4 days of no hot water while they replaced the tank. Although, as a guy, we ordered it or whatever and got it there. Although, as a guy said to me, you can just let it'll just keep replenishing itself as it drains out into your basement, into the sump pump, which is directly underneath it in the basement. So it's up to you. You could turn it on or off for showers and things. I was like, good point. If I wasn't here, it would be using it. So anyway, the choices we make. Anyway, it's nice to have a new one. The other one was like from the 50s or some crazy archaic thing.
It's home ownership fun, right? Always something.
Always fun.
Always something.
Yes.
Always something.
So I picked like almost the last of my, and it's not the last of my tomato. It depends on how soon we have a frost.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But I processed like, I don't know, 25 or 30 pounds of tomatoes.
Oh my goodness.
I've got 3 quarts of tomato sauce and then 9 pints of this really good tomato pesto thing that I do.
That sounds nice.
So I've got tons of yummy stuff for the winter. That is
and
so
that tomato
good.
pesto, do you is it a canned thing? Like you can it?
You can it. I've got a really big freezer, so I'm just freezing it because I've got room in
send
it.
that recipe along. That sounds lovely.
It's really easy. It's use the cherry tomatoes for that because we've got some teeny tiny ones and they're super sweet.
Yeah.
It's cherry tomatoes. It's a little bit of sea salt. It's almonds, garlic, and fresh basil.
So it's like a pesto-y kind of thing.
It's pesto, but it's not stiff like pesto, so it's more of like a sauce. Mm-hmm. And usually when I make it, we just eat it at room temperature. You don't cook it.
Yeah.
And then it's a lot of olive oil, so that it emulsifies and gets thicker.
Mm-hmm.
And you just put all that in your food processor, and
It's like the kale pesto that I make that is
Yeah.
kale and
Yeah.
almonds and a little bit of garlic.
It's so easy, and in the middle of winter, it's like a taste of summer when you
Yeah.
pull that out of
Nice.
your freezer.
Walnuts are good in pesto too.
Mm-hmm.
I don't love walnuts. Walnuts, they're fine. They don't always love me. So,
Oh, yeah.
I
I
tend
haven't
to.
tried almonds. That would be a good one.
This was a particular, I don't know, I just happened to Google kale pesto, and it was the first thing that came up. It's a vegan version of it. So,
Nice.
it's lovely. Really lovely on just about everything.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we got enough banana peppers out of our garden. That's like the only thing that did well this year. To make 2 pints of pepperoncinis. So,
Oh, cool.
That's good.
pickled banana peppers.
Nice.
So
I have a bumper crop of sunflowers. That's pretty much
Oh.
the best thing out
We
of my
got
garden.
quite a few potatoes. Corn, I'm doing this week. I'm going to do a potato corn chowder with our potatoes and corn.
Nice.
We did
Nice.
pinto beans. I'd never done pinto beans before. They were the easiest thing. Like, you leave them on the plant until they dry out, then you pull them off, you pop the pods open and let the beans dry
Cascade
the rest
into
of
a
the
pan. Yeah.
way. So,
interesting.
yeah, and those are really easy. What else do we get? The tomatoes and herbs. We always do really well with our tomatoes and herbs.
Well, this was, as I posted back in the spring when I planted everything, High Hope's Garden.
Yes.
And this is Dashed Hope's Return on the other end of it. But I will mention that there was not a lot of effort in the garden
I
this
know.
year.
There
There was a
was
lot of planting, ignoring, and what's out here?
Yeah, I
in
know.
September.
Unfortunately, that was my summer, too.
That's where we are. My tomatoes didn't even make it into tomato cages, so I don't know if you've ever seen tomatoes that have not been tended properly to grow
Indeterminate ones in particular.
Yes, they tend to just sort of grow wherever they want, and then they don't do well. So that's what my tomatoes are doing.
My best butternut squash is the one growing in my compost pile.
Yes.
I'm thinking to myself, it looks fine.
Sure, it's
How
fine.
bad can it be?
It's probably really happy there.
Right. Meanwhile, I went and looked in the
Yes.
garden, and the ones in the garden are like sad little things that something got dried out on. I don't know what. They're not edible.
I
But
know.
They're like this big, and they're like dark orange. Yeah, I don't know what.
I don't know. My garden's been really sad since the year I had bumper crop of pumpkins. In fact, we had so many pumpkins. There were pumpkin vines growing up the trees in the woods, and there was like this little pumpkin hanging from a
that's
tree.
awesome.
Like it
Oh
was
my
amazing.
God, that's hysterical.
And then I've never really been able to get too much to grow since in the garden. So I don't know. The pumpkins cursed my garden. I don't know what happened
I
there.
think I just don't fertilize enough.
Yeah,
And
I
I
think
definitely
that's
don't
the problem.
water enough because it's not consistent. Even here, this summer where I wasn't traveling anywhere near. And we had a ton of rain this year. I was like, I don't need to water. Look at how much rain we've had.
know.
But I feel like that maybe is not true.
But it was either drought or it
You've
was
got
like
raised beds, though, don't you? And
Yes.
it's surprising.
I know,
how
they dry
much
out.
they dry out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and also clay, raised beds on
Yeah.
clay.
Yes.
So there you go.
We've got raised beds on sand, so
Yeah, the only thing about the sand is at least it drains more.
It drains
But,
a
yeah,
ton.
it doesn't. I don't know. I feel like a lot of amendments might be in order.
yeah. I mean, we've been composting, of course, all of our horse manure, sheep manure, and chicken manure over the years, and
Yeah.
that
So
definitely
that's really
does
good.
help.
My compost pile is basically, kitchen waste, and it turns into like this much dirt that it's not even worth pulling it out. I just
right.
alternate. This year I'm doing this one. Next year I'm doing this one.
And then the bears come in and like
No,
play
mine
around in
are
ours
the
and-
neighborhood, the loose dogs
The
in
dogs,
the neighborhood.
yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Both of which I think you've witnessed before.
Yes,
Yes.
we have.
Yes.
Yes.
Anyway.
Yes.
But it's funny, it gets to be this time of year, particularly today, where it is that cold sort of pre-October. It feels like October today to me. And it's like, okay, I'm done with the garden. I'm just done. Just clean everything up. It's
Yep.
like time to go indoors.
Yep.
And tomorrow, maybe this week
It'll
last
be
week
like
we
80
had,
tomorrow or something.
I was going to
weird
say,
like
last
that.
week we had like the most beautiful summer weather possible. It was like 70
Yeah, it was
something,
gorgeous.
sunny every
Yeah,
day.
it was.
But
But it is supposed to be
today I'm
cooler.
like done, ready to go. Yeah, I think we have one more week at our CSA, maybe two more.
Yeah.
This week and then next week. I think he thinks will be the end, but 15 weeks we had. Pretty good.
That is good.
Yeah. That's probably 7 inches, right? I should probably stop.
I don't know. Do you want a tape measure? I'm pretty sure I have one.
If you have one, that would be handy. Although
Maybe.
it doesn't matter because even if I...
Hang on, I might have overpromised.
I know, but I can't really like pay attention to short rows.
Well,
While we're talking.
I did have one in here.
That's all right. Mine's over there on the chair.
That's fun. I wonder where it went.
I'm an architect, so I'm just going to say 7 inches. I didn't feel like there was room here in the table for me to bring my humongous bag of stuff and just plop it down dead center.
It's okay. We kind of threw our stuff all over. So.
Yeah.
It's fine. It's good.
Well,
It's not going to make this a finished object by the time we start talking, so really it's fine.
yeah, totally fine.
Yeah.
Well, should we get this show on the road?
We should.
As they say.
Yes, we should.
Since we've, garden, check.
Weather.
Weather,
Weather.
check.
Weather.
Sheep?
Oh, well, I can talk about that. I've got some of their wool, so I can talk about that one.
That's exciting.
Awesome.
Yes.
Cool. All right. Well,
Okay.
we'll get started.
Sounds
Okay.
good.